Hey, what's good, everybody? I wanted to do this video real quick. You know, like for a while, I hadn't been using any cards or anything like that. For those of you that watch my videos, you guys already know I've mentioned about channeling more, right? So I kind of like how it's been going without using any kind of anything, right? Just letting messages come, seeing visions, all this stuff, being clairaudient, clairsentient, pretty much everything, right? But it was funny, even before the last interview I did, I pulled a couple cards from this deck, Wisdom of the Elders. Let's see if you could make sure you guys could see it. And it was funny, the two cards that I pulled went with the interview, right? But anyways, this is a great deck if you just want to learn about indigenous culture, right? So even if you don't, like, let's say every day you draw a card and you just read what it says in the book, right? You know, it's valuable knowledge, right? So I love it. I had interviewed Sean Leonard. I forgot which, I think it was episode 71. I'm not 100% sure. But, you know, I'm going to go through each card real quick. But, you know, there's all this knowledge, right? And it's indigenous knowledge, right? And there's this beautiful art. And I ordered another indigenous deck, right? So this would probably connect more with like teachings from natives, from what I call natives of the north, and then the other one is more from like the Mexica culture, right? Like you know, basically what is known in Mexico as Mexico and that area, right? So that deck that's coming, you know, I'll show you the cards as well. I'm very excited about that. I wasn't really going to, like I said, because I kind of just been getting these messages directly, which has always been my way, but I kind of liked for a while there, I was you know, using these cards. But like I said, this, if you're into you know, indigenous knowledge and indigenous wisdom, this is great. Every day just pull a card and read what it says, you know. Oh, so the last thing, when I first started, you know, tarot came to me like in a dream, you know, a vision, and then when I woke up, I didn't even know what tarot was. I went to look up and everything. I found the reader that I saw in my dream. I saw the message, everything. So I went down the rabbit hole and I thought, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do, I guess. You know, I didn't even really have any negative kind of, like, after you see like the mixed feelings, right? Some people dislike it, some people love it, right? So it was something like that, right? But because it came to me in a vision, I didn't have any negative feelings towards it, because, hey, it was given to me by the spirit world, right? So anyways, I went to get this deck, and I picked up this kind of tribal deck, and my head lit up like a Christmas tree. I didn't have that reaction with no other deck, right? But this tribal deck. But then when I got the deck, before I even opened it, I went online to read about it. You know, and it was a tribal deck, but it was made by some people in Germany. So I don't know, that didn't resonate with me after, even though the deck was, you know, I guess that was me being judgmental, right? Because to this day, I don't think any deck has spoken to me like that deck. And after, they didn't have it anymore, right? I think months later, I went and I was like, let me get this deck. I know I'm talking a lot, but I just wanted to give the backstory. So anyways, you know, I always wanted to find a deck about indigenous people, made by indigenous people, right? You know, obviously that connects with my ancestry and all this and that. So this was the first deck that I got like that, right? This Wisdom of the Elders Oracle deck. So I was really excited. And, you know, and it was great to interview Sean Leonard as well, the creator of the deck. And, you know, the next deck I'm getting, which should arrive tomorrow, I believe, is by another person that I'm about to interview. And so, you know, and I'm sure in the interview I'll ask them about, you know, what brought about the creation of the deck. But yeah, if you want to watch the interview with Sean Leonard, make sure you guys check it out. I'll link it below. But yeah, so these are the cards. So I can stop talking. I'll put a timestamp, so if you don't want to hear that whole introduction. Okay. So the first one, humility, right? The wolf. It's a beautiful card, right? 2, truth, turtle. 3, bravery, the bear. You can see how beautiful that looks. You know, and again, the meanings are in the book, everything. Number 4, love. It looks like, well, it's eagle, right? But it also reminds me of the Thunderbird. So that's beautiful. 5, respect. Bison and buffalo. You can see how beautiful that looks as well. Yeah, that's deep. That's deep. I like that card a lot. Wisdom, beaver. 7, honesty. Sabe, Bigfoot. Hope I'm pronouncing that right, Sabe. I don't know how. I doubt it's Sabe, so I would say it's Sabe. Wigwam, number 8, movement. Number 9, ancestors, spirit guides. 10, all my relations, interconnectedness. 11, spirit totem animal, direction. 12, power totem animal, protection. Number 13, grandmother moon, cycles. That's beautiful. And it's, you know, because obviously, right, the cycles, you know, especially with women and feminine energy is very connected to the moon. So I love that. Grandfather, son, sacred fire, gratitude. 15, earth's core, sacred fire, beginnings. That one's really deep. I don't know, it hit me like, yeah. 16, ceremonial, sacred fire, dedication. 17, heart, sacred fire, passion. Oh, my stomach's growling. 18, water, affirmation. Air, number 19, air, breath and mindfulness. Number 20, Mother Earth, the drum. Oh, that's so beautiful. Wow, the way the roots of the drum, man. You know, I remember my first time going to my first powwow, you know, and hearing the drums, and my eyes teared up, and I couldn't, like, I was just trying not to, like, cry, basically, you know. I didn't want anyone to see me. I went by myself. I didn't know anyone there, and I showed up at this powwow, and I could hear the drums, and it just spoke to my heart. And I love the way the roots from the drum go into the earth, because we're all connected, right? So I love that. 21, spring, new beginnings. See the seeds, and you could see one sprouting. That's beautiful. 22, summer, activation. I want to make sure my big thumb isn't over here. 23, fall, stability. I just seen 2 of those yesterday, so that's funny. And they got my attention for some reason. I was in the mountains, and there were 2 of them. And they're usually solitary, so it's crazy when you see them together. 24, winter, alder. Tobacco, sacred medicine, reciprocation. I like that. Sage, sacred medicine, cleansing. Cedar, sacred medicine, protection. I love how it forms a heart at the top. That's beautiful. 28, sweetgrass, sacred medicine, strength. 29, sacred journey, transformation. 30, spirit world, omnipresence. The blue jay came to me yesterday too. That's funny. It grabbed my attention too. 31, two spirit, balance. 32, the forest, support. You see the hearts underneath the roots. I love that. That's amazing. 33, spirit talker, communication. 34, planting seeds, intentions. 35, sweat lodge, rebirth. 36, the Great Spirit Creator. 37, Milky Way, Spirit Road. I love this one. 38, Star People, Universal Knowledge. If you see the interview I did with Sean Leonard, while this card comes up, you guys got to watch it though. It's pretty amazing. 38, Star People, Universal Knowledge. 39, Pipe Ceremony, Prayer. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, like on my YouTube, that interview, I mean, it has views, but not as many, and I think it's an amazing interview. But on my Spotify, that's my most listened to interview, the one with Sean Leonard. So I thought that was interesting. Number 40, Talking Circle, Listening. Number 41, Spirit Plate, Offering. Number 42, Plant Nation, Herbal Medicine. I love this one. This one was coming up for me a lot when I got the deck, and I was like, all right, I got it. Drink some tea and connect with the Plant Nation, right? 43, Smudge, Clearing Energy. And the last one, 44, Dreamcatcher, Dreamtime. One of my favorite times. So that's it, 44. There's 44. So again, it's a beautiful deck. This is the artwork on the other side. I don't think I showed it. So yeah. Did I leave anything out? No. Again, if you're into indigenous wisdom, right? I'll put a link to it too. You know, it has some you know, different spreads you could do. You know, the kind of questions you could ask, I guess, if you're new to it. And then boom, it goes into like all the meanings, right, behind it. And yeah, there's a lot of wisdom. As I've read some of these, there was other that it gave me a different perspective of certain things, you know. I mean, you could do it intuitively, you know, do what's called intuitive readings, or you know, or actually read the book. And I like reading the book because it actually tells you stuff. You know, I've kind of gone both, you know, done both of them, right? Reading the book and then just intuitively. But yeah, that's it. Like I said, I just wanted to share that because especially that, like I said, my journey, at first I was looking for, you know, like, look at the crows over there. That's funny. That's not an everyday occurrence, but I could hear the crow right now. Crow's all about change, so I don't know what that was the meaning of, but yeah, okay, I'll end it there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll put the links below. Thank you.